Okay, I think we're good. So, for those of you who didn't watch the stupid 10 minutes of what I was just doing, I'm going to build this up to play chess online with a web app that eventually I'll make. I'm not sure how to do that. My trusty dusty friend ChatGPT will probably help me a little bit, along with some reading, because I'm a reader. Right now, though, I'm trying to get all this wiring mess all taken care of. So I'm not gonna need an extruder. I don't need, oh shoot, dang, we got more Wagos. For those of you who don't know or don't use Wago nuts, you 100% should. Wago nuts might be the single greatest thing to ever be invented. I love them. They're these little lever connectors, and you just kind of plug in your wires and snip your little terminals, and all is Gucci. Man, there's a lot of wires. Okay, so for USB cord, nice, and stepper motor drivers. I don't need an extruder motor, so that's kind of nice. I'm pretty sure everything here in the center is gonna go. I don't need any of this, at least not right now, for its previous use. Dang, a lot of wires and cables. This rat rig, I believe, was like an open source project. I have to reprint some of the pieces that broke, because when this thing was scrapped out at my job where I got it, people took everything. There was a Raspberry Pi and a big Tree Tech board that came with it. However, people took it, and I want it. I don't know how to see this. Guys, YouTube, let's go. Select stream live. Perfect. Okay. Well, oh dang, foreign popping, boys. Anyways, I got to get rid of all this stuff. So there's a bunch of stuff that's got to come off of here. I'm gonna throw it away, scrap it, I don't know. Keep for parts. I got a big parts bin in this boy. Oh, you can't see it. Nice. Anyways, so I think I'm building this just because I'm bored. You know, I get off of work and I just want something to do. And I got this project and it just sounded fun. Somebody tossed the idea, because initially I was gonna rebuild it as a 3D printer, because I'm like, you know, building big stuff would be cool. But then I'm like, why would I waste all that plastic, all the material, on something like this? Especially when large prints fail, like it's the worst feeling ever. So it didn't make sense to me to have another printer, especially because I have a X1 Carbon in the corner, and that guy, I mean, there's nothing that guy can't do. So there's just no reason for me to print bigger than what he can. Maybe one day I'll get an H2S just for like the extra height and I guess outside size, but like this is just too much. This is too much. If I need to make something this big, I'll probably like get it outsourced by like, you know, like a Xometry or something like that, or make it out of metal. I don't know. I don't really know. But right now, I just need all this stuff on the gantry head gone. It'll simplify my wiring and it'll look pretty and be cool. This whiteboard, I guess, what should I use this whiteboard? I put it here to jot down my ideas, but I mean, I kind of just think about everything like on the fly anyways. I guess I kind of want to do it in steps. So I think I want to, let's see, we can cross it down where we go. Clean up wiring. And then I guess after that, I should probably start recreate or remaking any of the parts failed prints that broke. Oh, and she gone. So some of these like mounting brackets on the side, maybe reprint them. I got some good materials in the cabinet that could be useful. So what would that be? I guess remake, repair pieces. I don't know. I mean, I think that's just as simple as like looking up the STLs online and then printing them. So that should be chill. 3, I think, would be getting Clipper running on the Pi. So I don't actually have a power supply for that guy. I may need to order one. I do have like this universal power supply, but I don't know if I have any of the little doodads to power it up. Let's see. I got my handy dandy backpack here. It's got kind of everything that I need on the daily for work, and it just so happens to include the fun stuff for at home. Okay, we'll have to get those. I don't think we'll get to that today necessarily, but also I can power the Pi off of a USB, which I do have. So I would say get Clipper running. I think I want to get to the. Do y'all just love this marker color? I think. What am I spelling? Okay. Running. And then once that's done, we'll wire up motors. Wire up everything. So we'll wire up everything. God, it's horrible. And then once everything's wired up, we'll get things moving. I want it to move as if it's like a 3D printer. You know, I want that to be configured. You know, you got your Y, or wait, no, your X, your Y, your Z. And then from there, once I know how to like send it commands and figure it out, then we start working on the website. And I think the website would be awesome. Could be awesome. I don't know what I'm gonna have to learn. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I know how to get things done, I think. But what we're gonna do is consult our partner, Senior ChatGPT, and kind of get a framework. But right now I'm gonna do the stuff I know how to do, and that's fix this guy. So once we wire everything up, we'll get it moving. Get it moving. So there's a lot of motors on this. There's like 3 Zs. And I want to say, I believe this is Core XY. I honestly don't know too much about this printer. I was just told to get rid of it. It does seem to be a Core XY printer. So yeah, so we'll figure that out. So get it moving. And then once we get it moving, I think it's getting it connected to stuff. So yeah, that's not bad. I got to figure out how to get this bad boy off of here, because there's a lot of stuff going on. This will free up a motor. This will free up a lot of stuff, but it's on there pretty nice. So if anybody has any ideas, it seems like there's a fan shroud. A fan shroud. Oh, okay, broke that. Just some M3 bolts, and then stuff should start popping off, I think. I don't know. So, you know, you sit here and you work on stuff and you talk to yourself in the hopes that somebody's watching you. And then it's like, you're sad when nobody's watching you. But if somebody were to start watching right now, I feel like, I don't know, would I be nervous? I guess I don't know what I would be nervous about. Because at the end of the day, like, I was going to do this project regardless. And just because it's kind of fun, you know, put it on the resume or talk about it. Good conversation piece. So I guess I don't know what I'm waiting for people to watch. It's not like an endeavor to like make money. I guess making money would be kind of cool, but what percentage of people make money on YouTube? You know what I mean? So I think this is more just like a passion project. I just want to be able to say I did cool stuff in my life. But I guess it comes with time. I wonder how much time I've tried to spend like learning for random stuff like this. And do we think it's a waste of time? I guess I don't know. All I know, all I know, all I know, all I know. All I know, all I know, all I know is that it's pretty fun. My friends always ask me, like, why do you do that, Nick? Why do you do that? And I'm like, why wouldn't I do this? What else would I be doing with my time? What time is it? It's 7:44. Ooh, hey, that came off pretty clean. Extruder driver, free little motor. It's a small one though. It's like a, I don't know the sizes, 20 something, 28, perhaps. And then dang, there's a lot of, whoever designed this used a lot of screws, which for better or for worse, I guess gives me good hardware, but also makes this kind of a pain to take off. So honestly, I wrote this little 5-step thing to get it up and running, but I feel like because this is gonna take me some time, I feel like I should have the print started for this part. To my knowledge, this is the only piece that's broken. So I have to imagine they supplied some kind. Dang! You know, y'all can't see this, and it's not like the important part, but there are so many screws that it's kind of overwhelming. I don't really know. Like, there's just so much going on here. But I feel like I should start this print now, just because if I get to that point in time, I don't want to be waiting on a print or have to pause. There are other things I could be doing. You know, I guess the order is completely arbitrary, but just kind of is what it is, I guess. Am I talking really loud? Let me just down a little bit. Right below my nipple. Is that a good place? Can you hear me? Seems like it's in the green. I'm gonna assume you can hear me, because I'm not gonna watch myself do this. So I guess one thing I should probably look for or look into if I want to like do this and potentially gain some kind of like cult following where people just listen to everything I say is how you do that. Like, am I supposed to market myself? Am I supposed to post? Like, I just want to build stuff. I don't really want to do all the work. Like, if anything, this could probably be like a long form YouTube video, but I don't feel like editing and having to like deal with the camera angles and stuff. It's just so much easier to just make things and then just have people watch you do it. Because once you stop doing that, like, there's just a lot more work involved. And I'm not opposed to work per se, but at the end of the day, this is for me to have fun. And if it brings me any kind of success in life, then so be it. But I just kind of want to play around, you know what I mean? I don't know how to get this, like, shown to many people. God, you know, I'm doing all these screws, but I couldn't imagine what the stupid, this assembly process. Okay, I need like the world's smallest wrench. Let's see, what do I got in this drawer right here? There's no way. I doubt this is even small enough. I don't know how to hold this. I have an adjustable, but I guess we'll see. We shall see. Is the camera pointing too much over there? I kind of wanted you to see like the stuff over there, but I guess you don't need to see like the laser. You like, you want more of everything else. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's better. That's so much better. I think. I guess I'm not too sure. Now, I think the things I want to get rid of too is I want to get rid of this crossbar. I don't think I need it, and it just kind of gets in my way. It's not too cumbersome. Let's see. Is this the right size? Absolutely not. I wonder if I even have a socket that small. This is getting really intense for disassembling something, but I got the tools. I'm going to use the tools. But I don't know how small I need to go. Let's see. Maybe one of these three. It's probably metric, right? I imagine it's metric. I keep looking up at the TV instead of the camera. Is that odd? Is that uncanny? So it's not that small. And it's not that small. Okay, so I need like one size up. I'll grab this bad boy. A 5.5 mil. That's a crazy size. But the only reason why I feel like I need it is because this isn't a nylock. Oh yeah, there she go, bud. There she go. Oh, thank you. Okay. That bad boy's gone. Having all the sockets in the world is pretty useful, I guess. Man, there's so much stuff that's got to come off of this. I feel like, should I waste my time trying to peel off the heating element? I don't think so. I feel like that's doing too much. I feel like that's a lot more work than it's worth. So then I gotta peel it off, and yeah, no, I ain't doing all that. I am not doing all that. I might cut the wires though. I don't think I'm gonna ever use it again. I mean, I don't know. So the rat rig, like, it's a pretty expensive printer. I think it's like $4,000, something crazy. And I'm just guessing, honestly. I guess I don't really know. But what I do know is that the build plate that it comes with is huge and like a 1/4 inch thick piece of aluminum, machined aluminum. So if you know anything about metal, you know that that is expansive as hell. I don't know how fun this would be for people to watch. I feel like my commentary is kind of entertaining. I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna start saying random stuff once I, stop thinking of creative things to say. But I guess my commentary will be directed as needed. But I don't even know how much I'm gonna get done. I'm about to head out of here. So I'm from Austin, if anybody cared to know. There is no way this is how they keep the tension here. Well, that's really, really annoying. I hope I don't screw this up. But, oh, boom, the head is almost gone. I feel like I'm gonna have to break this. This is insane. I'm gonna have to learn a lot about how, okay. It's kind of cool, honestly, maybe that is kind of cool. About how core XYs are driven. I mean, I know like the rough pattern, because diagonals are controlled by a single motor. If you didn't know that, it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll pull up a picture. But that's like why in Bamboo Studio or like Prusa Slicer or other Core XY printers, you when you hit auto orient or auto arrange or whatever the stupid word is, it's because they it's just nicer, one motor spins, moves in a 45, makes it easier. You got less motor, I guess. I'm assuming less power draw. Just kind of a fancy way to move it. Maybe less chatter. You're not relying on 2 different motors to sync up to make a straight line. I don't know, just kind of spitballing here. Guess I don't really know what I'm talking about. Just know kind of how it works. The benefits though are TBD. There's so much going on. You know what though? I can harvest some of these limit switches and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that came off of this. I know you can't really see much, but I'm just kind of, I guess you can kind of see. It's just this hanging thing now. All of the belts have been taken off. These are pretty thick, but I guess that makes sense. You're trying to move kind of a lot of mass. I mean, the gantry itself is 20/20 extrusion with a linear rail and a massive hot end. So I guess it kind of makes sense. This is a single piece, but let's see. Can I pull this out? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's do this. Dang, man. How long have I been doing this? 20 minutes on a single person? I'll probably work on this a lot longer tonight just because I got everything set up now, but I have no idea how the hell these are in there. I'm just gonna break it. I can reprint it. I got some snips that'll cut through anything. Let's see. Ooh, some of the Harbor Freight high leverage. Who talks like that, brother? Anyways, so I guess maybe if you're watching, you're kind of wondering like, who the hell is this guy? Well, this guy, the guy watching, my name's Nick. I guess the channel name is kind of funny, but my name's Nick, and it's just supposed to slide out. Well. Okay. Smooth. I'm Nick. I'm 24. I graduated from Texas A&M with a mechanical and manufacturing engineering technology degree. You know, some people might tell you that's kind of lame, but to me, it was a little more practical, I'd say. No, I wouldn't necessarily say it was easier. I had some friends in mechanical, and our work was similar sometimes, but I didn't have to do as many like silly little maths. Although I did take them as electives, but yeah. So I'm an engineer by education. I work in aerospace right now, so that's my day job. Not that this is a job. I don't get paid for this. And I like to make stuff. I'm like part of the automation team, I guess, at work, you could say. And I just kind of do stuff like this every day. You know, right now I'm making machines to automate the placement of stuff or whatever. We start off with consumer parts, and then we move over to industrial. Pretty neat stuff. I live in Austin. Love the city. It's a great place. Love the people. And it's just a good time. And I've lived here for about 3 months now, and I kind of wanted to do this. You know, I build a lot of stuff. That's why I have my garage, my builder space. And got to get better at looking at the camera. Keep looking up there. So I have a TV above my camera because it's my garage TV, and that's what I have my streaming computer on. So I keep looking up there because I want to make sure like I can see what I'm doing, or you can see what I'm doing. But I need to look here. But you know, if I'm going to be building stuff, might as well show other people. Maybe it's helpful. I make a lot of mistakes. I don't know what I'm doing all the time. So right now, I would switch over to the screen that's looking at my laptop. However, I'm just looking up rat rig replacement components, going to their website, and seeing if I can find the STLs for some of their parts that I need to replace. So I don't know. I don't know what this one is. Oh, you know what? Hey, I'm crazy. These aren't that bad. $1,100. I'm assuming this is the big one that I have here. But I just need some STLs for the parts that are broken. So there's a hybrid system and a Core XY. I'm going to assume this is the Core XY version. How do I get bill of materials? So is this open source? I think it is, guys. Oh, shoot. There's a lot of parts. There is 578 lines on the BOM. Public BOM. So how do I go back? I don't need to look at this. Files. Okay, do we think this has STLs? What do we think, folks? What do we think? Oh, we do. Okay, 400 millimeters. Is that what the size is? Shoot, I'm gonna guess. I think so. Let's see.
Let's see, the build plate is like 21 inches.
Okay, so
21 inches to millimeters. What, an inch is like 25 millimeters?
I'm not doing that math. Yeah, I'm not doing it. 25 times 21. Is it a 500? Hold on, that'd be crazy.
Let's see, 500 millimeter, 2 inch. I got the 500. I was lying.
Okay, I definitely think it's a Core XY. So there's a CAD model for this. I'm gonna pull it up. Let's see. Maybe I can switch over, show you what I'm doing. So I'm on the website. There's CAD models for all the size and variants. The Rutward 3 Fusion 3 online viewer. Core XY. If it's not the Core XY, I have no idea what a hybrid system is. So I just need. I've never used the Fusion 360 online viewer. I do use Fusion 360. That is my modeling software of choice. This sucks. Okay, I need a mouse, and I need it yesterday. This mouse is connected to that PC. I don't need this keyboard, really. I'm not typing nothing up there. I do have a mouse. I have a mouse.
A little wired one I use for work. And
I guess I'll use this guy. USB-C dongle, let's go. And I hope I have, oh brother, I got plenty. I got plenty of extra I/O, pal. Plenty of extra I/O. So, I don't need you. All I want, how do I? Home. Thank you. All right, folks. I think I have an older model because this. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, this is not the right one. So let's go back. Maybe I have the hybrid. Does this look more like? No, it does not. All right, I'm getting worried because I don't want to have to model that. V3. Okay. There's got to be like a. This rat rig on here. I don't see any other branding, which I guess is kind of cool, but it's not very helpful to me right now. Is it the V0 files? 500 hybrid. Let's see. The viewer. So I'm looking for like a linear rail on the front side. Lead screw. Nope. Once again, not the right one. I don't know how far back I gotta go. I don't know. I said I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna give myself 5 more minutes to figure this out, and then I'm gonna stop for today, figure it out, and then maybe come back tomorrow. Let's see, V3 to size 500. Okay, just one size. This simplifies a lot. This simplifies it a lot. Because maybe it's just this one. Oh, brother. Buddy, we found it. Okay. So I need to download this. I want to download it as a step. Yeah, we'll do it as a step. Type my email. Okay, don't send me emails there, but that's my personal email. That might prove to be a problem later on. I gotta be better at that. Fortunately, I'm not famous, so that can't screw me. But someday it will. Okay, I want to make sure that I don't like dock myself as I peruse through my laptop.
So I'm gonna open up Fusion. I'm in Fusion right now, and I'm gonna open the file before I show you what's on my screen, because that would be quite bad. All right, I did download this, right? Yep. Wait, fan shroud. Is this what I did? No, that is the wrong thing. Open. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm looking for here. All right, pal. I don't know. I said I don't. Did I even download it? I'm gonna be real. I don't even know if I did. Oh, and I didn't. Oh. Everybody's like, check your email, check your email, check your email. My bad, bro. My bad. Okay. Now I can download this file. I can download the file. That's weird. I can't just download a step file directly from the viewer. It's kind of odd. All right. Is this gonna? I didn't want to do that. No. Don't do that. I do not want to open up Shaper 3D. I want to open up Fusion. Click Open. Download. And find the stupid. There it is.
The step for the rat rig. So I'm hoping this is gonna take forever. It's a giant file. I'm hoping that I can just isolate the part that I need and print it, and then that'll be how I end today, is getting that started. I did get the head off, so progress has been made. I'll probably stream a little later tonight, because I want to get this entire process on camera, just so if I ever have to come back to do this again, which I don't know why I would do this more than once, but if I did, you could come back and be like, oh, hey, good job, pal. You did it. You did it. All right, it's not opening. Let's see. One more. And it's loading. Okay. Well, my Mac is going to kill itself. In the meantime, I'm going to open up some of these drivers. Maybe I'll come up to you and show you. So I'm just going to install them. It's pretty simple, honestly. So the Octopus V whatever inside Big Tree Tech, it's got a lot of stuff. It's a giant board, and it can run like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different axes. Octopus. Look at me go. Incredible. Okay, and so I don't think I'm gonna need more than 6 axes. I don't know. But it makes it pretty easy because I mean the pinout for these is kind of a lot going on, and Clipper and just the firmware that you upload to this guy, it makes it pretty simple because you'll see later once I get to that point, like making the config files for these guys is pretty simple. You just set a couple parameters and then you start sending commands, and it kind of does like the rest of the work for you. But you just take these little guys. Yeah, I already put the heatsink on. But it's just these little stepper drivers, and do this there. Boom. So these guys, you plug them into the board at these spots, and it drives your thing. So you take 8. It is made for these. They're actually color coded the same, which is pretty funny. So that and that. So I'm just gonna plug all these in. Makes my life easy. Doesn't really take much. And we'll check to see. Hey, the model opened up. Okay, so let me get these in. Just gonna plug them in. And so yeah, so then this lets you give all the motors power, give the board power, anything else you've got power. Cool thing about this is like you can use the fan headers to like set off relays, and so like if I wanted to have anything else triggered, say like, I don't know, like a magnet or like a vacuum or something like that, I can just do that. I'm gonna just put in 3 for now, put on these heat sinks, and then call it a day. Grab this STL, toss it on the printer, and then we'll be good to go. I wonder how they printed these, because I'm gonna use some fancy material. So actually, I'm gonna get that going. Let's see, filament, unload. So that's gonna heat up, unload that filament. I'm going to finish putting this on. I wonder when they were testing this, like what the most optimal orientation was. Because I hacked it out and it's just like a ton. These have like a rotary encoder on them, like some kind of dial, and I don't know what it does. Boom! Look how fancy. So that's gonna be 6 axis, or 3 for now. You know that this is your Raspberry Pi, or not your Raspberry Pi, you're Ender 3 already. Bada bing, bada boom. What's that guy over here? I'm gonna try to be ESD conscious, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't believe in it. It's fake. It's fake news. ESD, electrostatic discharge, I swear it's fake. It's not as big of a deal as you would think. So, okay, I can show you all of this now. Oh, screw myself. What do you mean no signal, pal? Huh. Boom! Fix it. Okay. Show and hide. V. V? Hello? Hello? Okay, and I want this guy. It's this piece right here. How do I isolate this guy? Boom! Got way too excited for that. Okay, so now I'm gonna export this guy. Export rat rig piece. Downloads. I like to do 3MF. I personally feel like I have better dimensional accuracy, perhaps dimensional stability. I guess the stability would come from the material you're using, which, by the way, it broke once. I don't want it to break again. What do I got in here? I got nylon, carbon fiber. I got PLA. I got glass fiber nylon. Or should I just use regular nylon? I'm not going to dry it. I'm not. I don't have a dryer. I think it'll be okay. Worst case scenario, I print it out of PLA and move on with my life. But I got fancy nylon that I never use for anything, so I'm going to go ahead and use it now. So, do I have a knife anywhere? I do have a knife. Flashback. I am a Milwaukee fanboy. Everything I got. 2 fastbacks right here. I got one more upstairs. Got my Gen 4 Impact. I don't know who I'm flexing to, man. There ain't a goddamn person watching. There ain't a single person who cares. To finish and continue, pull this material out. Got black PLA in there right now. Maybe I could have just used that. I don't know. But now, we're going to use some of this iodine. It's nylon 6/6, whatever that is. Where are my snips? My snips over there. Parkour. And so I guess, what else could I say? So yeah, I'm using a Raspberry Pi 3 for this just because that's what I had lying around. And I wanted to, I really wanted to use a new one, like just a Pi 5, just because I wanted a Pi 5. And then, you know, that way when I'm done with this project, I can use it for other things. But I will be damned if I pay $300 or $200 or whatever the hell they're going for now for a single board computer. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to be that guy. So, I'm using what I got. I don't think it should make it a difference. I don't have a monitor for it, but I'm just going to trust that I can check my Wi-Fi and find the IP and connect to it that way. Because it is a web app. The Clipper mainsail thing that comes, or that, you know, is used, or that I'm going to use at least, is pretty bog standard. And it's a web app that, so everything and anything will be configured from there. Okay.
More of these wires. Let's pull these out. Nice. Okay, so look what it puts out. So eventually we're gonna be stuck with like it's like 6 limit switches, 6 motors, and some other miscellaneous stuff. I got some like breakers and stuff in here, which is kind of dope. I don't know who at work did this, but they did, and I appreciate it. So I got one motor here, a motor there, another motor there. Then my 6th motor here. Let's get rid of some of these cables. I don't know where it's going. It's so heavy. And then we'll tidy all this up. And then I have these 2 converters that will hopefully still work. Boom, that's pretty clean. Y'all can't see that really. I know, but eventually stuff goes in the trash, wires, good. Okay, so the filament is going. I always say not yet, so I'm gonna extrude more, but also I'm gonna push this in. Is it pulling it? You try? Okay, it's pulling it. It's pulling it, guys. It's pulling it. Filament has been extruded. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to here. I'm going to open up Bamboo Labs, where are you at? Bamboo Studio. This is something I made for work. Delete. I hope I'm not. Is it in my files is bad? I don't know. Rat rig. Okay, what do we think the best orientation for this is? That's probably good. I'm going to generic PA. Generic PA is probably fine. I'm gonna do, it's gonna be super duper strong. Extra carbon preset, PA. I'm not using a cool plate pad, I'm using a glacier plate. We're gonna do 5 walls. Is that what I saw?
Pretty sure they use 5 walls on this bad boy.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
And then gyroid at like 25%.
I'll do 4 walls. I don't think it's necessary for nylon. I think they use PLA. So then we'll do, oh, that's that. Oh, boom, 25% gyroid. And then we're gonna do supports. I'm hoping they'll be fine on build plate only. I think everything else should be able to handle it. Nah, we're fine. Just work critical regions. If it thinks it can do it, I want it to do it. And we'll do the engineering plate. Slice. How long is that gonna take? An hour and 50? Say what? That is insane. That is incredible. Okay. So, then let's go ahead and just let that run, I guess. I'm gonna print this guy. Synchronizing device information. Girl, if you don't get on somewhere.
Oh, and I think the Wi-Fi. I got a new router recently, that's right.
Okay, well that's gonna be the Wi-Fi. Let's see. I kind of want to. There's a mess. It's gonna drive me crazy.
I guess later tonight I'll start cleaning, but things will be done printing by then.
And then we'll be off to the races. What have we done? Have we cleaned up the wiring? Sure. Wires that aren't there, but they don't need to be there, are gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and count that as a win. We're gonna use a blue marker for that because it's pretty. God, it's a terrible marker. Remake, repair the pieces. I don't know. I'm not gonna count that yet because we still gotta do that. So let's see. Connect to the internet. Fantastic. Good job, buddy. Okay. Alright, bro. Relax. Printer not connected. Go to device page. Sweetheart, you're connected. Connecting. Oh yeah, guys. Legos. We got some Lego nuts. We got Lego nuts, we got ferrules, we got a crimper. I don't know, some generic hexagonal crimper. Okay, printers connected. Prepare. Print plates. PA external. Oh. Gotta change it on this guy. Edit. Generic. PA. And let's make it pink just because it's pretty. Did you do it? Yeah, you did. Okay. So I'm gonna sit down, sit down, sit down. We got external. Other on. Sure. Okay, so maybe I'll reprint all these pieces. No. That would be ridiculous. It would be stronger, but that would be really, that'd be a lot of money in freaking filling it. I'm going to trust that this printer is just going to get it done without me intervening. So, because I'm about to leave. I got stuff I got to do. I got a real life, you know what I'm saying? And then, I'll be back for you lovely people who aren't watching me. Ugh. Okay, fantastic. So now all of these are in. Maybe I shouldn't put this in my clothes. I've definitely been making a charge. I really hope I don't need more than 6 axes. Or I guess not 6 axes, but 6 motors. Because that'd be a lot. What I have? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 6 would be the extruder head, but I don't need that. Oh, yeah, I do. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got these 2 linear rails, and I plan on using them. So, they're really small. I'll probably make a head for them. Maybe time-lapse my designing. I don't know how good of a designer is. My designs are pretty, I mean, they work. But you can't see that really, but all 6 motor drivers are on. The printer's going. This is almost done. I'll clean up the wires later. But we're kind of cooking. I have the, I know, I just peeled off all the stickers in my mouth. We're kind of cooking. So, let's see, I guess I'll start, just so I know where I left off, I'm going to plug in my little SD card to micro SD card reader. And I gotta find my micro SD card because I don't know where that is at. And that's kind of a big piece. I don't have another one. Yikes. But I'll find it later. Yeah, I will. Here you are. I'll find you later. Oh, I found you now. Anyways, thank you for watching thus far. Progress has been made. You saw what I was doing. Let's see. We can see what the printer's up to. Nothing. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop this for now. I'm going to send a little heart to myself. Good job, Nick. Love you. Whoa. Party. Smile. Stop streaming.